Okay guys, so we're going to continue 17.1, understanding polynomial expressions, and we're going to be taking a look at classifying polynomials. Okay, so I need you guys to underline with me. If I write something, I need you guys to write with me as well. So a polynomial can be a monomial or sum of monomials. Okay, polynomials are classified by the number of terms they contain. A monomial has one term, a binomial has two terms, a trinomial has three terms. So 8xy squared minus 5x cubed y cubed z, for example, is a binomial. Okay, we have our first term here, and we have our second term here. Polynomials are also classified by their degree. The degree of a polynomial is the greatest value among the sums. So we're going to be adding, right? Adding of exponents on the variables of each term. So the binomial 8xy squared minus 5x cubed y cubed z has two terms. We established that, right? We have our first term and we have our second term. Okay. The variable in the first term, the variables, sorry about that, in the first term are x and y. So we have x and we have y. The exponent on x is 1, and the exponent on y is going to be 2. Let me actually go ahead and switch colors just so we can see that. So we have 1 and we have 2. Okay. The number 8 is not a variable, so the degree is 0. So anytime we have a constant, our degree is going to be 0. So on this 5, we're going to have 0. We have 3. We have 3. And then we have 1. Okay. So the first term has a degree of 0 plus 1 plus 2, which is going to give us 3. Okay, so if you guys see that, right, 1 plus 2 plus 0 is 3. And over here, we're going to have, I almost did 6, we're going to have 7. Okay, so our highest degree is actually going to be 7th degree binomial, right? Remember, binomial is two terms, and so this would be 7th degree binomial. Okay, whoops, went back up, so we're back here. So 7th degree binomial. So let's classify each polynomial by its degree and the number of terms. And so here, we're going to start back with red and we're going to identify, well, we have one term here and we have our second term here. Okay, when we rewrite this, we have 7x squared minus 5x cubed y cubed. So we're going to go through, we're going to say this is term 1, this is term 2. So we know that we definitely have a binomial. Okay, there are two terms. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to look at our exponents. So if we're looking here, we just have 2, right? Because 7 has 0. We go here, 5 has 0. We add these together. Well, 3 plus 3 is going to give us 6. Okay, so our degree is going to be 6. So we have a 6th degree binomial. Okay, let's look at B. Okay, so I have 3 squared. Oh, let's go back. Let's rewrite it. So we have 3 squared plus 2n cubed plus 8n. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and identify the terms. So we have 1, 2, 3, right? That's why we get a trinomial. Okay, so there are 3 terms. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look at our exponents. Okay, well, we know that any coefficient, any constant, is going to have a degree of 0. 2n cubed has a degree of 3. And 8n has a degree of 1. Okay, so our highest degree is actually going to be 3. So what is the degree of 5x 0 y 0 plus 5? Well, oops, we have 5 x0, y0 plus 5, which is 5 times 1 times 1, because anytime we have x to the 0, y to the 0, 1 to the 0, we just get 1. Okay, plus 5, well, that's going to give us 5 times 1 is 5, times 1 is 5, 5 plus 5 is going to give us 10. Okay, but it is a number, so our degree is 0. Okay. Is 5x 0, y 0.5 plus 5 a polynomial? Justify the answer. Well, we know that variables cannot have an exponent of 0.5 because it is not a whole number. So, no, it is not 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and do 5 real quick. Classify each polynomial by its degree and the number of terms. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with terms. So we have 1, 2, 3. So we're going to have a trinomial. Okay, and we're going to say, oh, we have squared. 2 plus 2 is going to give me 4. We have 1 plus 2, which is going to give me 3. And we have 1 plus 1, which is going to give us 2. So our highest degree is going to be 4. So we have 4th degree trinomial.